Hey there, you there. We really got to stop meeting like this. Feels like every time we hang out, I'm driving in the car and you're just standing there, watching in silence. Today's loaf comes to us by way of the Indian mystic and poet, Kabir. And he says, "I felt in need of a great pilgrimage, so I sat still for 3 days." So where do you think Kabir went on his pilgrimage if he sat still for 3 days? If you're connecting this quote to some of the other ones I did a while back, like Rumi, who tells us to go within, who tells us that everything we want we already are. Or how about Lao Tzu, who is telling us that the sage, the wise master, observes the world but trusts his inner vision. I suspect Kabir was in on this little secret. Kabir's pilgrimage is one that I highly recommend you make. Sitting still, focusing on your breathing, letting thoughts come and go without clinging, without stress, without attachment, without engagement. You may find yourself in a place that is strange and wonderful all at once. I believe that all external pilgrimages, whether they be spiritual or otherwise, are merely symbolic representations of the one great pilgrimage that Kabir is referencing in this line. The journey inward is one that never gets old. Though the landscape may become familiar over time, one never grows bored of it. Or at least, I have not grown bored of it myself. So how do you embark on a great pilgrimage like this? How do you go within, and where are you trying to get to? Because a pilgrimage implies a destination. In my opinion, this great pilgrimage leads to the very center of your being. And this is where you will be your truest and most authentic self. It is also the gateway to divinity. It's the umbilical cord that connects the local self, this presence that inhabits the body, to the cosmic self. I know that sounds new agey and like some woo-woo spiritual nonsense, but that's the best I got. What I'm talking about right now doesn't fit into words very well. Metaphor and poetic expressions is the best thing we can come up with. So instead of listening to me talk about it, why don't you take the first step? Go grab a book, go find a quiet spot, go meditate, do something. Try to get in there. It's not Fort Knox. I guarantee you'll be able to get in there. And with a little bit of practice and a little bit of dedication, you will find the center. And then I won't have to talk about it anymore. I won't have to try to fit it into words that don't work, because you'll just know. All right, well, that's it for me. Thanks for keeping me company on this drive home. And don't forget to live well.